Okay, so this week we are gonna be doing crafts for you guys to entertain your Valentine's crush or whatever not, so you can confess to them. Right now, I'm currently making. It was supposed to be a rose, but now it's just a red flower, and I still have to go buy the stem still. But we're gonna make these and also like another like pink version and mix them, as well as like having like little butterflies. And for this, I'm making it for my friend's birthday first, but this is also a craft that you guys can do for your Valentine's because I know that the pipe cleaner flowers are a trend right now, as well as I did already like pre-make before Valentine's like this, which is all these like paper hearts in here. See, I'm gonna wrap it all together. Okay, really quick, I finished my friend's gift. I was gonna make a bouquet, but I am a little lazy and a little tired and a little short on time to make that. So instead, I just made a lot of like these roses as well as like the pink ones. And then inside of here, she also likes butterflies, so I made the pipe cleaner butterflies. And then at the very top is a rose. And then, yes, it's taped with tape right now. But I'm gonna use this bag that I got for Christmas for her. And then I'm also gonna fold this into like an envelope and then also put a letter in there for her because we're celebrating her birthday tomorrow. Okay, so for this clip, I'm gonna be making paper star, paper crane egg, as well as a paper crane, and also I believe I'm gonna show you guys how to make a heart as well. For the first bit, you just want to wrap it around itself and then make a hexagon shape and then just fold it inwards like that, and then just fold it inwards and then just keep on folding it in like how I'm showing you guys. Okay, and then at the end you can rip off the part or cut off the part that doesn't fit underneath and just tuck it in. And then now you just gotta make the points of the stars, and then that's basically it. Okay, up next is gonna be the paper crane egg, and I learned how to do this because of Love Untangled, a Korean drama, and it was low-key kind of hard to make at first, but you just make it into a triangle, then on the other side also make a triangle and then fold it together, so it should look like a big triangle. It should not be two opposite ways. And then for me, I just fold a little bit of it so I know how the general shape looks like, and then you unfold it all and then make the shape of a pyramid, and then you just continue following that kind of outline and wrapping the rest of the paper around it until you get to the end. which again, then at this point you can either cut off or rip off the extra piece and then just tuck the rest of it into the shape. And then you have your paper crane egg then. Okay, next is going to be the paper hearts, and this one is a little easier. You just make a triangle and then you just keep folding that triangle down. And if you guys were in like safety patrol, this is kind of what you did with the big flag. That's basically what you're doing here. And you just keep folding it all the way down. I try not to use a full strip because it does get really fat and thick, so it's harder to squeeze the ends together, which is why I only used half. And then like every other step, you just have that extra piece, then you rip it off or cut it off and then tuck the rest of it into itself. And then you'll have this triangle, right? All you gotta do is press in the middle and then squeeze both sides of the top inwards so you get the heart shape. And I chose to not cut off the tips to make it round, so it's just really pointed. But if you want to, you can cut off the tips. Okay, lastly but not least, the paper cranes. I'm making a really small one, so you just fold it in half, or fold it corner to corner, then in half. And then fold it inwards to make a smaller square. Yep, just like that. And then fold each side of the flap in to in like this, and then flip it around and then do it to the other side. And after that, you fold the top in a little bit so you can have a little outline, then unravel all the fold, then fold it into another triangle going outwards like this, and then do that to each of the flaps that you have. It doesn't have to be perfectly in line, but it would be better if it was perfectly in line. And as you can see, I'm folding each side of the flap a little inwards so that there's a point and it's just on the bottom. And then I flip it around and do it to the other side. Now with that, now you fold the two flaps inwards, just like that, and then flip it upwards, fold each of the pointed edge upwards so that everything is facing up. And now you want to fold again inwards, then fold down the two flaps to make the wings, and then just crank open the head a little sideways, and then there you go, there's your paper crane. Now that you have the paper crane star, paper crane egg, and the heart, you can make whatever you want for your Valentine's now.